Hey guys, my name is Bazgrim, and as many of you know, I had the privilege of following the Visionary Realms developers closely at PAX East 2018 as they showed off Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Now, I had a great time, and at the end of the convention, I had a chance to catch up with the devs and ask them what their favorite part of PAX was. So let's go ahead and take a look back and see what they had to say.
Well, first of all, this is only the second time we've shown the game to the public. So it's really exciting seeing people's reactions and just being able to show it off. We've been working so hard to be able to share that with people. It's just, it gets the adrenaline going, and it just makes us that much more determined to make a great game. The other thing would be is just how many people have come by and they haven't heard of Pantheon, but they see it and we show it to them, demo it, and they're excited. You've got people, old school MMO players who didn't know about Pantheon, and then even people who aren't MMO players drawn to the game. So I wasn't sure what that mix would be. It was going to be mostly people, fans that already knew about the game, but it's been a really nice mix.
Because of the sheer amount of people that found out about Pantheon for the first time these last 4 days, that have been longing for a game like this, hungry for it, that's to me been the most satisfying part of this trip, is knowing that we have successfully informed so many people about the reality of Pantheon, that they do actually have a game that they want to look forward to and expect. That's been awesome. To the people who've been able to sit down and play the game and say it really does feel right, it's really resonating, that's also been awesome to hear. And I think I would just say the last thing would be the way that we're able to bond as a team, the FaceTime like that in close quarters. It's just hard to describe how beneficial that is. Just getting to know each other better, seeing more deeply in each other's lives, and of course continuing to share that passion for making Pantheon has been really great.
The best part about PAX has been just showing off where the game is at and the progress that we've made in the last year. We've come so far, and to show off Black Rose Keep, which starts with a guy like Jared, and obviously Chris Perkins, where they're coming up with the conceptual stuff based on Justin's lore. And then to see it sort of come into game and be a full realized zone with all the work that Ben Tross did and all the work that Tim did with and Corey did with placing the mobs, and I think the zone looks amazing. So for me, that's been the coolest thing, and obviously meeting the fans, particular shout out Fight Club.
One of the great things about my job doing marketing and PR for Pantheon is that I get to see the faces of the fans on a regular basis. The rest of the team, unfortunately, doesn't get that opportunity all that often. PAX East is a place where they do get that opportunity. So that, for me, was the best part of PAX East.
When you hit the pavement like this, you never know. You just never know how many people know about your game, and it turns out there's a lot of people walking around this country that want a game like ours and just have essentially turned off the lights, turned off the TV, as Brad would say, and aren't following MMOs anymore because they're just not finding things that resonate with them. So that's been awesome. So the thing that I've loved the most is the young crowd. Talking to these kids that are 18, 19 years old, and that's when I got into this genre, and just seeing our game and their eyes light up and go, what is that? And then just talk to them about the history of MMOs, your experience in MMOs, and just vividly looking at them and seeing their excitement, that genuine expression of excitement that they're taking in from everything you're saying, and then signing up with their buddies. And it's really just the new faces, the new people, all those new potential Pantheon players that we're going to have in our world, and build that community with that we are striving to build.
My favorite moment so far is that I woke up this morning forgetting it was my birthday, and I get to be at PAX in Boston with the team, which has been incredible. Our community members meeting so many fans, and meeting people who've never heard of us who are becoming fans overnight. And I am so grateful for everything. I think the energy has consistently kept us going. There's never been a dull moment, there's never been a negative moment, and I think that just adds to the euphoria of being here. And I have to mention this sign, because when I saw it, when Baz was stood alone in in a corridor just holding up this sign, and I immediately went to it and I thought, oh my god, this adds to one of my favorite moments, being at PAX with Pantheon and representing, which is so important. So thank you all to the community who brought us here. Thank you all for your support and your trust in us. And I have to admit, this is one of the best birthdays I've had in years. So thank you.